Slime Rancher-led developer Nick Popovich shares advice on how to effectively prototype a game. Speaking during a recent Gamasutra Twitch stream, Slime Rancher-led developer Nick Popovich shared how the team at Monomi Park went about prototyping Slime Rancher, and elaborated on how a productive prototyping process can be a vital tool to nail down exactly what makes a game fun to play. The key, he says, is boiling a game down to its most basic elements, and is in the prototyping stage to make sure those core concepts function well, without the support of miscellaneous mechanics and features. Anyone who's making a game, if you are really honest, there's one series of things that a player is doing every 2 minutes for 90% of the experience. While Popovich notes that there are a few exceptions to that rule, he affirms that most games contain this core loop. In Slime Rancher, you are running around and you are axing stuff. You are putting it back in a corral, and you are sorting things. You are sort of managing chaos in that environment. He explains, that was like the first thing that we ironed out. We made sure that felt good. The rest of the game was just built around that foundation. Popovich says that this concept is what the team kept in mind as they progressed through the prototyping stage. He says they built the prototype as a whole game, complete with a mock game world that locked down that core loop and added just enough polish. The team handed out that prototype to friends first, asking them to treat it like a final product, and later to strangers with the light faith that the prototype was actually a final product, just to solicit feedback on that core 2-minute loop. What they found was that testers enjoyed playing the game in that secretly early state, despite having complaints about the rough art and lack of polish. I think if you are making a prototype for your game and your feedback from your testers is that it is not quite there, and you have to tell them, well, please just imagine that there are also these other systems that will inform what it is that you are doing, and there will be this part to it, and correcting, and all this other stuff there is not working, says Popovich. Either make those things and prove it first, before you actually start developing the game, or keep stripping that game down until you are truly honest with yourself and all you are left with is that 2-minute loop. Every game has one. Whether that 2-minute loop is more real jumping from platform to platform, or jumping through portals in Portal, Popovich maintains that good prototype can be the key to perfecting the core mechanic of a game. The clip above captures more of his prototyping experience and game development advice. Meanwhile, the full live-streamed Slime Rancher interview, as well as a ton of other developer chats, can be found over on the Gamasutra Twitch channel. Damon Baker, Nintendo's former head of partner management, has joined up with X to serve as the team's head of portfolio. Baker shared the move on Twitter today, just weeks after announcing he had left Nintendo after over a decade with the company. It's a role similar in nature to his previous position at Nintendo, and the switch sees him now working to further XBO access efforts with external developers. Baker describes himself as an advocate for indie games, and his previous and now current position reflect that quality. Prior to joining up with X, Baker spent over 12 years at Nintendo and, most recently, played a major part in the curated indie game push that hit the Nintendo Switch shortly after the system's launch in 2017. As Baker detailed in an interview that year, that effort meant learning from the mistakes of the was lackadaisical third-party support, and ensuring that game developers work armed with the knowledge they do need to make the best of the SWITCHS hardware this time around. Now, as XBOX's head of portfolio, Baker says he will be a key player in evaluating all second and third-party content to further XBOX's strategies alongside email-protected Director Chris Chia, X-Games Marketing General Manager Aaron Greenberg, and X-Head Phil Spencer. Due to French labor laws, an estimated 500 employees at Blizzard's Versailles, France location could be left waiting for maths to see if they have lost their jobs or not. This news follows the massive layoffs that hit Activision Blizzard employees earlier in the week, leaving an estimated 8% of people without a job. As a reminder, here's an updated document of studios currently hiring for those affected. As reported by Kotaku, Blizzard's French office told its staff on Wednesday that 134 of its 400 positions would be eliminated. It's worth noting that this does not necessarily mean Blizzard will lay off 135 people, as some employees might be given opportunities across the company's other European offices in Cork, Ireland, and The Hague, Netherlands. However, it's still not a great position to be put in, especially for us now cannot or have no desire to move to a new country. In addition, complicated French labor laws make it difficult to lay people off immediately and without notification. Parting Blizzard's Versailles office, which handles PR, esports, localization, customer support, and marketing for their games in Europe, in this position. As of right now, employees still do not know which positions will be eliminated, who's affected, what kind of severance package they will receive, or even when they will find out if their jobs are safe. As always, if you or someone you know was affected by this event, CANCONTACTGAMASUTORATO tell your story in confidence. Epic Games has issued a claim against exciting events. The organizers of a recent and unsanctioned Fortnite festival hosted in the United Kingdom over the weekend. The event called itself Fortnite Live, and, without permission from Epic Games, borrowed some of the mega-popular Battle Royale games branding and imagery to promote an event that featured a climbing wall, small archery range, go-karts, a cave experience, and other attractions. Epic Games has since issued a statement to Eurogamer on the topic, noting that it has already taken steps toward legal action against the event's organizers. The quality of our player experience is incredibly important to us, whether it's inside the game or at official public events, like last year's Fortnite Pro-Am, said Epic in a statement issued to Eurogamer. Epic Games was not in any way associated with the event that took place in Norwich, and will have issued a claim against the organizers in the High Court of London. Eurogamer reports that the event's Facebook page has now been shut down following complaints about its quality and refund requests from disappointed attendees. Somewhere around 500 tickets were sold in all, with prices starting at $12 or a little under $16 a piece. Platinum Games announced today that its contract with Cygames has ended, and it will no longer be involved with developing the action role-playing game Granblue Fantasy Relink. The company explained this new development in a blog post, writing how development will still continue, but be handled solely by Cygames' internal development team. Platinum Games had previously been co-developing Granblue Fantasy Relink with Cygames since 2016. We would like to express our thanks to everyone who has shown interest in the project, and ask that the same support should continue for Granblue Fantasy Relink as its production continues forward. The post continues. Platinum Games logo has since been removed from Grand Blue Fonts, and the company has removed the game from their games list on their website as well. This makes sense, considering the contract has ended and Gamasutra has full development reigns over Grand Blue Fantasy. Relink, Games put out a brief statement as well, confirming that, going forward, Games will handle 100% of development internally. Today's the day. Game Developers Conference organizers are pleased to announce that online voting for the Audience Awards, both the 2019 Game Developers Choice Awards and the Independent Games Festival Awards, is now open through next Monday, February 11th at 11:59 p.m. These are not top levers, so please help spread the word. Public votes will help determine the winners, which will be announced live during the ceremonies on Wednesday, March 20th, as part of the Game Developers Conference in San Francisco. As in years past, the ceremonies are available to attend for all GD2019 pass holders, and will be live streamed on the official GD Twitch channel at 6:30 p.m. PT, beginning with the ETH Awards, followed by the GDCAs. Anyone who would like to vote for the GDCA and the Audience Awards can cast their votes using the links below. Voters will need to select the finalist game they are voting for.